And the word of armies continued to occur, saying, "This is what Jehovah of armies has said. I will be jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and with great rage I will be jealous for her. This is what Jehovah has said. I will return to Zion and reside in the midst of Jerusalem, and Jerusalem will certainly be called the city of trueness, and the mountain of Jehovah of armies, the holy mountain. This is what Jehovah of armies has said. There will yet sit old men and old women in the public squares of Jerusalem, each one also with his staff in his hand because of the abundance of his days. And the public squares of the city themselves will be filled with boys and girls playing in the public squares. This is what Jehovah of armies has said. Although it should seem too difficult in the eyes of the remaining ones of this people in those days, should it seem too difficult also in my eyes? This is the utterance of Jehovah of armies. This is what Jehovah of armies has said. Here I am, saving my people from the land of the sunrise and from the land of the setting of the sun. And I shall certainly bring them in, and they must reside in the midst of Jerusalem, and they must become my people, and I myself shall become their God in trueness and in righteousness. This is what Jehovah of armies has said. Let the hands of you people be strong, you who are hearing in these days words from the mouth of the prophets. On the day on which the foundation of the house of Jehovah of armies was laid for the temple to be built. For before those days there were no wages for mankind made to exist. And as for the wages of domestic animals, there was no such thing. And to the one going out and to the one coming in, there was no peace because of the adversary, as I kept thrusting all mankind against one another. And now I shall not be as in the former days to the remaining ones of this people, is the utterance of Jehovah of armies. For there will be the seed of peace. The vine itself will give its fruitage, and the earth itself will give its yield. And the heavens themselves will give their due, and I shall certainly cause the remaining ones of this people to inherit all these things. And it must occur that just as you became a malediction among the nations, O house of Judah and house of Israel, so I shall save you, and you must become a blessing. Do not be afraid, and your hands be strong.
Alex, it certainly is a pleasure to welcome you to our Theocratic Ministry School. And I bet now you're done, you feel lighter, don't you? You nodded. But you made a big step. There's only one time in your life you get to give your first talk, and this was it. And you took it seriously, because I could tell, very, very obvious, because you were well prepared. In our book, it mentions under accurate reading why it is so important. It quotes Hebrews 4:12. This is on page 83. It says the Bible is inspired of God. And it says the Word of God is alive and exerts power and is able to discern thoughts and intentions of the heart. So this is the most important thing we can read. And so it's good if we can read it well. Now, how do we do that? Page 84, the second paragraph, it says, practice is required if you're going to cultivate the ability to read accurately. And that's what you did. Practice, practice, practice. And it certainly showed. Something that I noticed that you did, not only did you read the correct words, but you kept track of the commas and the periods and so forth, and you put little pauses in the right places, which made it easier to understand. And so you put meaning in your reading as well as just reading the words. So thank you very much for sharing this with us. We enjoyed it.